Hello everyone, this is Crafterman, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft, Green Plateau. So today we are having the deputy election debate. So, our candidates are incumbent current deputy Sandian Express, and he is being challenged by Vaporizer, governor of Borealis. So our first question is to Vaporizer. Why are you challenging Sand to the position of deputy?
Well, in recent videos, he's shown, he hasn't really been on the Green Plateau very much. He has been in some of the most recent videos, but for the most part, he hasn't really been on. And, most of the battles that he's been in, he's either not been in any battles, or most of the battles he does not win.
Oh.
So I kind of want to change that and maybe regain some land for the Green Plateau.
Alright, so San, how do you wish to respond to this?
Look, you gotta understand. Wait. Speak. Can I speak?
Yes, you can speak. Yes, go on.
Let's understand one thing. One, it's because I'm busy. Two, I have other things. I have like a life.
Oh, you have a life.
I'm busy. Over.
Okay, the heat is getting real here. Oh yeah. Okay, so, but even if you're busy, you still. I'm busy too. We're all busy.
But wait. One, I've been joining. Two, I've been building. To build my pad to improve my province. Three, it's because it's Crafterman who makes those strategies. This is.
Oh, okay.
It's
Now
not me.
That doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay. So let's say Crafterman does make the strategies. It's not like you critique him because you're the deputy. Most of the battles, not all of them, but most of the battles that I've been in, I have won or I've stopped the Titans from advancing any further.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that if I were to be elected as deputy, then I would put more troops into battle so that we can try and push back the Titans and beat them in the Great Green Plateauian War or something like that.
All right.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Titan War.
I don't think we really have a name for this war. Maybe.
The Titan War.
How about this? Whoever.
Yeah, Titan War. It's really called the Titan War. That's the name.
Whoever gets elected deputy should be able to name it. Actually, San has critiqued my strategy quite a bit, and I often don't listen to him. And look where we are now. So there is something to be said for that.
Look, I told him scout. No scout. Go in. We will. And he's done stupid.
All right. So yeah.
I've seen your battle videos against. Don't tell me what you were thinking.
Okay. Yes. Maybe I have made some bad decisions.
Look, I've been seeing the episodes. I know what.
All right. So now, as important as it is to be strong on the battlefield, it's also important to be strong right here in the plateau. And unfortunately, there have been lots of fights that have happened in the past few months on the plateau. We are at war right now. We cannot afford to start fighting one another. We can't really have much of that. So, San, there haven't really been many fights in your. I don't think there have been any fights in your province. Now, Vaporizer, you have actually been involved in many of these fights. So, what do you say to that?
Well, most of the fights that I've been in have been trying to resolve it. Now, I've started a few fights, but it's for good reason. It's not like I just run around and be like, "Hey, Sam, I hate you," and then we start fighting. But most of the fights that I've been in, I've tried to resolve them and not start them.
Yeah. Okay. So, can you say with confidence that going forward you will not start more fights?
Well, not without good reason.
Okay, I'm willing to go with that. Anyway, so, San, during the war, we have lost lots of territories. Now, I'm not saying it's your fault, because it probably wasn't, but why do you think we keep losing battles? What do you attribute to the loss of so many battles?
Well, here's why. I've seen most of the videos. It's because of careless planning, ineffective strategy, and mostly communication. It's because planning and good communication. And we should communicate that to the governors of the provinces.
Well, you don't really communicate all that much. Like,
No, I do. No, I
Wait, Vaporizer, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I don't mean like in
Well,
battles.
yes.
Like whenever he's in battles, I don't mean like he doesn't talk to people. He does that, but he's not super active.
It's because of communication. Because
Either doesn't respond or he's busy. Now I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that
because
he's busy.
I probably must. You can't always communicate. You can't always.
I know. I
depend
didn't
on
say
one
that that's a bad thing, but listen.
You gotta understand. I can because
I know. It's fine to be busy, but that's a thing. If you're busy all the time,
I know. I understand.
if you're busy, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be busy, but everyone's busy at some points, and everyone's not available at some points. But
Yes, I know. I agree. I don't respond that much. I'm not saying I do. I do.
but I guess what I mean is, it's not a super great attribute if you're busy to be the deputy
All the
because-
time.
So, San, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the past. What we have to worry about is the future. So, in the future, when I need your help on something, can you say with confidence that you will at least respond to my messages, or not just mine, anyone's?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now let's move on from that. So now let's move on to the issue of recruitment and population in the plateau. So, as you know, it's very important for a server to have lots of people. And population in the Green Plateau has, no pun intended, plateaued. Hasn't really increased, hasn't really decreased. And with this war going on, we need more people here. So, Vaporizer, considering that you're starting fights and everything, how will you get more people to want to come on? And do you think that it's been your fault when people have left?
No, I've actually invited 3 or more people onto the plateau, and I have a YouTube channel, so if I can, I've been doing a few Green Plateau videos, and I've said, hey, if you guys want to join this server, well then the IP is in the description down below, I recommend you join it. So, I've been doing quite a lot to actually get people to join the plateau recently.
Mm-hmm. Actually, that's true. You have invited lots of people. So, and I'm not saying the deputy has to invite people, but it does help. So, San, why do you think people haven't been joining as, I'm not saying it's your fault, just saying why do you think people haven't been joining as much as we'd hoped for?
Last deputy debate, I promised that I would increase the amount of mini games, but we've not been doing that since the war.
Yeah, the war
and
hasn't.
The reason is we need to do stuff stuff I'm trying to make the plateau a better place. So.
All right. So yeah,
try.
Okay. So Vaporizer, aside from dying over and over again, what fun things do you think you'll do to try to get more people on?
Well, one of the reasons that I've already explained is, obviously, since I have a YouTube channel, I can advertise it on that. On different Minecraft servers that I play, sometimes people will, sometimes the people on, my YouTube channel ask me, hey, do you have, a server or something like that? Or sometimes on different Minecraft servers, I'll come across people and I'll be like, hey, you guys want to join a super awesome server? And then they'll be like, sure. So I give them the IP, they come on, and they're like, oh, this is cool, I'm going to stay on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to kick up those techniques.
I know that there's advertising, but there's also making it fun so they enjoy themselves, while they're here. So what things will you, maybe add to the server?
Making mini-games, what I said earlier.
So what do you think you'll add to the server and stuff? Or possibly remove?
Well, there is one thing that we were actually working on kind of a few weeks ago. So we were actually working on a Bed Wars minigame.
Yeah, that's true, we have.
And so we were working on that, but we kind of had to stop because the Titans were getting close to that province, so we wanted to get out of there. And we also wanted, we had to work on war stuff. So I'd obviously, probably, hopefully, when the war ends or we push back the Titans, I would continue working on that.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just hilarious seeing you talk like so seriously and everything while like jumping off a cliff and dying in midair. I'm sorry, that's just funny. Okay, so that's a perfect transition. That's a perfect transition into my next question. So, there's a tough decision that we face here. So, it's important to win the war, very important to win the war, but at the same time, we have to get people excited about the plateau. So, if we have to decide what we should prioritize. Should we focus more on winning the war or helping recruitment into the plateau? If we prioritize the war and we end up winning the war, then it will be much easier in the future to have more people on the plateau. But then again, it's going to be really hard to win the war without enough people on the plateau. So what do you prioritize more, winning the war or getting people on the plateau? Sam.
It depends on the situation we're in right now. So the situation we're in is we're like in a dire situation. We're probably Titan ships going to our provinces, taking it right as we speak.
So, Vaporizer, same question for you.
Yeah.
Do you prioritize recruiting or fighting?
I kind of prioritize them both as the same, but the more recruits that we get on, the more that I would prioritize the war, because, like, we need to prioritize the war just as much as we need more people so that we can win the war. So, some people would prioritize the war, so we need to win the war. Okay, so we put on all of our resources, and if we don't get any new people on, well then it's a very low chance that we're going to have any chance of winning. But if we prioritize just the people, then there's also a very low chance that we win because, well, we're
We
getting
still
new
have
people
no
on.
chance of winning.
Yeah, we'd have even a lower chance because everyone's working on getting new people. But if we prioritize them both the same, then we get new people, and we prioritize the war, and we slowly prioritize the war more.
All right, that is something to think about. So let's move on to a different topic now. Now we have to focus on stuff in the plateau right now. Okay, so that is something to think about. But also another question is. There have been refugees fleeing from Titan provinces coming back here. We've given them hospitality, and these animals that lived in Titan provinces say that the Titan rulers are oppressive and everything, which is no surprise. Titans are evil. So, do you think we should try to liberate the citizens of the Titan provinces, or do you think we should focus on first helping our own people?
What?
Like because the
We need, well,
Okay, go on,
well,
Sam.
this is a
Yeah.
This is a really, really plaguing question. We need to help. Our people are safe. We can
Not really. We just
Well,
lost
we
many
need to help
provinces.
them. Yes, I know, but we need to help the Titan citizens. But what I'm saying is, yes, we need to take over. We need to provide the shelter, because if they're coming in refugees, we need to provide them with shelter. We need to help our own people
Yeah.
at the same time.
Okay. So Vaporizer, same question. Do you think we should try to help out these refugees, or do you think we should focus more on tending to our own people, the needs of our own people?
Well, see, this is kind of like the situation in real life.
Yeah.
So they're taking in thousands upon thousands of refugees, which 99.9% of them are going to be legit and they just need a home.
Yeah.
There's that 0.01% chance or percent of people that is either a spy or a terrorist or something. So that's kind of what it is here. So
Yeah.
I'm sure pretty much all of them are legit, but there's always that small percent that is either going to be a spy or a Titan or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think if we were to take in the refugees, we need to do heavy background checks on them. We should probably dedicate a whole province near the center of Green Plateau.
Actually,
for them.
there is. We have Exaversia that I did a video
Oh, right,
on.
right. I forgot about that. But
Yeah.
and so we'd throw them in, Make
vicinity
sure
of-
that they're legit.
like-
Maybe throw in a guard or two just to make sure.
Yeah.
And then after that, they can live happy lives unless the province gets captured.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. So, next question. We're getting near the end. So we have just discovered something that could be an enormous opportunity. Turns out the Blue Plateau has built secret underground tunnels spanning the entire world. That means we could sneak across the world without the Titans knowing about it. And also, they have tons of resources stocked up there. So, okay, San, you seem pretty anxious to say something, so what is it?
I've been telling you this since the time when we landed the canal.
Since the time of the North Canal? Yeah, you did tell me about something, about some sort of underground thing. But,
That's the thing I was talking about. I feel like there could have been an underground base.
yeah, and it turns out you were right, there was. So now that we know there is one, what do you think we should do with it? Do you think we should take the resources, or do you think we should try to find out more about it? Or what do you think?
We need to, like, first, before finding more about it, we need to take the resources, use it, and then find about it. We have to do that later, because this is time of the essence. You know this, right? The Titans, he can, like, lose land any minute. So we have to, like, use up, well, we first have to, like, use it up.
Okay. So, Vaporizer, same question. What do you think we should do now that we've discovered this? It's important that we make the right decision here, because this could be our very last chance.
Well, I believe I was in the video where you discovered it.
Yep.
Yeah, I was. So, I think what we need to do is we need to be careful down there because it could be a trap. Because,
Wait, a
like-
trap? How?
they could be leading us into a trap.
Yeah.
So they may find out, like, back to the thing about the refugees.
But how are
They
gonna
could-
know?
They could be spying, or one of them could be spying on us, find out that we're going to invade a Titan territory, tell the Titans that, oh hey, yeah, they're coming. So they're ready, and then they have all their guards centered right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then
There's a
that,
slim chance of that happening. You know that, right?
Well, actually,
I know.
the Titan Kronos is a very tricky guy. He has deceived us so many countless times in the past. There is the possibility of it being a trap. So, Vaporizer, if you think it's a trap, do you think you're going to maybe, like, not use it?
I wouldn't say that, but I think we need to be very careful. Like, we need to have heavily, like, if let's say, like, if we're transporting resources through it, we need to have heavily armed Minecrafters
yeah,
protecting them.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
we're
that
going to, like,
that concludes
Yeah.
that.
like more lookouts, like the one that's in like Novicat, right?
Yeah. Okay, that concludes that. So now let's move on to a very serious topic aside from that. And I am just announcing this for the first time right now. So once the war ends, no matter what the outcome is, I am going to retire as leader of the Plateau, and whoever is deputy at that time is going to take over. So, I'm going to have to ask each of you if you think you have the strength and stamina to lead the Plateau when I'm gone. San.
Well, I would lead the Plateau, keep it a safe place, and I would like hope for like end any corruption or end like any conflicts that might happen.
Yeah, like San actually, he was leader for a week while in the Green Plateau movie. That's when the Titans tried to blow up the world, but they failed.
Yep.
So,
But that was only for a week. It was probably had its difficulties, but it's only for a week, so you don't really know.
alright,
if-
so, yeah, so Vaporizer, what do you think? Do you think you have the strength slash stamina slash interest?
Well, I've never really owned a server, but I have, like, taken over, and since I am head admin on here, I have helped people a lot, and I have learned pretty much all the commands and stuff that I need to help people with. So, I'm not, like, a natural-born leader, but I think I'm relatively good at leading people
Mm-hmm.
and, like, helping out stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so that about concludes this debate. So you guys can start voting. It doesn't matter how you tell me what your vote is. If you're in the Plateau, just tell me who you'd rather vote for, Sandian Express or Vaporizer, and you have until this Saturday to get your votes in. So that concludes this debate. I want to congratulate both deputy candidates for making this far, and I will see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.